Here's the Audi A facelift. I might call it a new Audi A4 in the video, but that's because in this weather, my brain has turned to mush. The front grille is now different and the lights don't have a dent in them. I like the LEDs, but I'm not so sure about the looks. There are plenty of alloy choices, ranging from the basic 16-inch to various 19-inch ones. The rear has been changed as well, which I like far more than the front, and those LEDs. The estate version, as expected, has a fair bit of boot space, while there's a couple more cubby holes under the floor. There's no radical changes of the interior. There's still the lever for the jet engine, a touchscreen to choose your weapons, and climate controls for controlling the weather. Probably. Or maybe all of those are optional extras. The new Audi A4, when you look at it from the outside, it might not really give you the impression that a lot of things are new, even though I know the front and the rear is much different than before. But actually, I think only the hood and maybe the roof are the same as before. Everything else apparently is different and new. But more than that, it's under the car, under the bonnet, under everything that more things that you won't see are new. And that is, for example, the engines. There's more variety now, and also most of the engines are now mild hybrids, which means, of course, that there's a small electric motor which will help you drive and will help push the car forward and thus save on some fuel. Now, they say that that will save about 0.4 of a liter per 100 kilometers, which might not seem much, but it does help. When we tested the Audi A6, it was quite evident that it was a mild hybrid. I do have to mention that the less powerful engines get the 12-volt system, and the more powerful 3-liter engines get the 48-volt system, which of course is going to be more powerful and thus save you more fuel, hopefully. There's also another new thing, this whole fad about touch screens. Of course, everything has to be touch today. The MMI little knob that you could twirl and control the infotainment is now gone. That's completely gone. There's now just this touch screen up here, which, well, is touch, and it's big, it's nice, it looks good, but some people like that, some people don't. I would like physical buttons just so I don't have to look at what I'm doing on the screen when I'm driving. This isn't a test. This is just a very short preview because I'm literally driving this car for only 10 minutes at the moment. So all I can say is that the first impressions are very good as far as driving goes, because, well, this one has the S-Line package, which means that it also has this S-Line steering wheel, just like with the BMW and their M steering wheels. I always tell people to get that. This is a fantastic steering wheel, lovely to grab and to steer the car with. But apart from that, the car just drives beautifully. It's very comfortable, it's nice. I've got this gear shifter, or gear selector in this case, which makes you feel like you're a fighter pilot. It's also a nice way to rest your hand. And I've got the digital instrument cluster back here, so Volkswagen apparently decided that they are not going to use the larger ones, they're going to use just the smaller ones, but the Audi still gets the big digital instrument cluster, although this is an extra. You do get analog ones as standard. But yeah, otherwise, very good first impressions, very nicely driving, comfortable car.